All right, so in my detailed storyline breakdown this week, the NXT Championship. Can Ricky Saints survive the monster? The NXT Championship picture has never looked more intense. Ricky Saints, the reigning champion, stands as the resilient face of the brand, a fighting champion who earned his spot through grit and determination. Across the ring looms Oba Femi, a powerhouse whose dominance has struck fear into the entire roster. This isn't just a title match, it's a clash of philosophies: heart versus brute force, pride versus power. Ricky Saints is strength. He thrives on technical precision and adaptability. His ability to counter and outthink opponents makes him dangerous against bigger foes. He proved it when he beat Oba Femi a couple of months ago. As champion, Ricky has been positioned as the workhorse of NXT, defending his title against all comers and proving he belongs at the top. His resilience, that's his X factor. Ricky has made a career out of surviving storms and finding openings when the odds are stacked against him. Oba Femi, the challenger. His strength: Oba is a physical specimen. Raw strength, explosive power, and an aura of intimidation and dominance. Few can match his dominance in the ring. His momentum is after dismantling multiple opponents during his NXT title reign and in his NXT North American title reign. Oba has built a reputation as the most feared competitor in NXT. His rise feels inevitable. The X factor is his ability to end matches in seconds. If Oba lands his power offense early, Ricky's reign could be over like this. So the storyline dynamics, this feud thrives on contrast. The champion's perspective, Ricky Saints, Ricky isn't just defending a title, he's defending his identity as a fighting champion. His promos emphasize heart, resilience, and skill, painting him as the embodiment of NXT's underdog spirit. He knows that Oba Femi is a physical monster, so Ricky leans into the psychological game, reminding fans that technique and strategy can topple brute force. Every single interaction with Oba is a test of courage. Ricky's refusal to back down makes him relatable and heroic. And that fuels investment from the fans in his journey. On the other hand, we got Oba Femi's perspective, which role is pure dominance. His promos drip with disdain, framing Ricky as a placeholder champion who's out of his depths. He uses intimidation tactics, staring down Ricky, ambushing him backstage, destroying other opponents to send a message. Oba's narrative is about inevitability. He's not asking for the title, he's taking it. This creates a sense of dread and urgency around the match. So, what is the emotional hook? Well, fans are drawn to the David and Goliath dynamic, but with a twist. Ricky isn't the challenger, he's the champion. He's not a rookie, he's a champion, which raises the stakes. If he loses, It's just not a title, it's his credibility. Oba's rise feels unstoppable, making Ricky's defiance even more compelling. Every promo, every stare down adds layers to the question, can Hart overcome Raw power? So, why does it work? Well, the tension escalates with every interaction. Ricky's fiery dominance against Oba's cold, calculated intimidation creates a compelling narrative that feels big enough for Deadline's main event, even though it's going to be opening the show. The feud taps into timeless wrestling storytelling, contrast of styles, clear motivations, and escalating tensions. It positions both men for future success. Ricky as the resilient hero, Oba as the monster heel who could dominate NXT for months once again. So, why does this feud matter? This isn't just about the NXT title, it's about identity. Ricky Saints represents the heart and soul of NXT right now, while Oba Femi symbolizes the unstoppable force that could redefine the brand. No matter who wins, this match will shape NXT's future. So, what are the possible outcomes? Well, first of all, Oba Femi wins the title back and he goes on into a streak of dominance and dominant title defenses. But the feud could continue with Ricky Saints, who can have another title shot. But if that title shot is turned down, or if Oba wins again against Ricky Saints, my guess is Ricky Saints would be going to the main roster. Just like Trick William is probably main roster bound right now. Now, if Ricky Saints wins and keeps the title, in my opinion, that would signal a call up for Oba Femi to the main roster very soon. Next week, in my opinion segment, I will be talking about the 3-hour SmackDown format that's coming in 2026. So stay tuned for that. But right now, let's talk about my opinion for this week.